Everywhere you look, AI is becoming the new fear factor, right? AI is going to take your job. AI is going to replace you. AI is making humans completely useless. And you know what? People are freaking out about it. They are studying AI prompts like it's some kind of a survival skill they need to master. Everyone's scrambling to keep up while secretly worried they are never going to be good enough. But here's something that nobody's really talking about, and this is wow when you think about it. AI isn't actually the threat here. The real threat is isolation. Think about it. When people say they're scared of AI taking their jobs, what they're really saying is something much deeper. They're saying, I don't know who I'm going to be without this job. They're worried about where they will belong. They're questioning if they will even matter anymore. And honestly, this makes sense because humans don't actually fear losing income as much as we think. What we really fear is losing our identity. And here's the thing, identity doesn't come from job titles. It comes from community. It comes from connection with other people. There's this quote that really captures this idea. Those who have a why can bear almost any how. The problem today is that so many people have completely lost their why. And AI didn't create this problem. It just revealed it. It exposed what was already there. We have spent basically the last decade trying to become these one-person armies, right? Independent workers, solo hustlers grinding away by themselves. Everyone's trying to be this self-sufficient entrepreneur who doesn't need anyone else. But here's what most people miss. Humans were never designed to survive alone, and we definitely weren't designed to thrive alone. Let's just be real for a second here. AI writes better than most people. It codes faster, it designs cleaner, and pretty soon, AI is probably going to know more about specific industries than any single human could ever learn. But here's one thing, and this is critical. One thing that AI will never be able to replicate: belonging. See, AI can copy your writing style, it can mimic patterns and structures, but it cannot replicate your soul. It can't replicate trust. It can't replicate the feeling of actually being present with someone. It can't create that moment where someone thinks this person actually gets me, or I feel safe here, or I'm not alone anymore. Machines can produce information and knowledge all day long, but only humans can produce meaning. Machines can give you answers to questions, but only humans can give you identity. Machines can teach skills and techniques, but only humans can lead communities and tribes. Most people right now think the future is all about mastering AI tools and becoming an expert at using these technologies, but that's not it. That's not the real opportunity. The future is actually about mastering community, about bringing people together, about creating spaces where people feel like they belong. We're entering what some are calling the belonging economy, a world where people aren't paying for information anymore. They're paying for connection, they're looking for a place to belong, a place to learn and grow, a place where they can be understood, a place where people think like them. There's this concept, people like us do things like this. And that line basically explains the entire economy that's emerging right now. Look around, friend groups are falling apart, workplaces are unstable, people are getting laid off left and right. Society feels more fragmented than ever, and people are genuinely lonelier than they have been in generations. AI is actually accelerating this loneliness in some ways, but communities can cure it. Think about what a digital community becomes for people. It's your new tribe, it's your new classroom, it's your new career path, it's your new social circle, it's your new business, it's part of your new identity. This is why businesses built around community are absolutely exploding right now. People don't want another course where they watch videos alone. They want other people. They don't want more content to consume by themselves. They want connection with real humans. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need millions of followers to make this work. You just need 100 true believers. 100 people who really resonate with your message and what you're building. Right now, if you look at what everyone's doing, they're all chasing the same thing. Learning AI skills, building AI automation, starting AI agencies, doing AI editing, becoming AI freelancers. Everyone's sprinting toward the same mountain, trying to compete with a machine that's always going to be faster and better at those specific tasks. Meanwhile, and this is the opportunity, the real path forward is on the complete opposite side. Instead of trying to beat the machine at what it does best, focus on what machines can't do. Create a philosophy, create a space where people feel safe, create a mission that people want to be part of, create a tribe. Because here's what's happening. Communities are becoming the new leverage, the new infrastructure, the new business model of the digital world. When AI makes everything abundant and cheap, when everyone has access to unlimited information and automation, the only true scarce resource left is human connection. Here's how you should actually think about AI. It's not your competition, it's your amplification tool. AI frees you from repetitive tasks so you can focus on the human side of things. It handles operations so you can focus on creating meaning and philosophy. It automates the labor so you can focus on leadership. You don't need to be afraid of AI. Instead, you need to lean into what AI genuinely cannot copy: your worldview, your unique voice, your values, your identity, your presence with other people, your tribe. This is a path forward that makes sense. This is the new model that's emerging. This is how humans are going to thrive in a world full of machines, by leading communities, by creating tribes, by building businesses powered by belonging instead of fear. Let's be clear about what's going to happen. AI will replace tasks. Definitely. AI will replace certain skill sets. Absolutely. AI will replace entire industries. Probably. But it will never replace the humans who bring other humans together. If you build a community around your ideas, your mission, your vision, you'll never be automated. You'll never become outdated. You'll never be replaced by some new technology. Because in a world that's full of infinite intelligence and information, the rarest and most valuable thing is someone who makes people feel less alone. And that person, that could be you, can build a business, a following, and a life that no machine could ever replicate. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, this sounds great in theory, but how does this actually work? What do I actually do? Fair question. Here's the thing. We've been told for so long that we need to specialize, that we need to pick one narrow thing and become the best at it. But that's the old model. That's a model that AI is going to disrupt. The new model is about being yourself and bringing people together around shared interests, shared problems, shared goals. It's about creating value not just through what you know, but through the connections you facilitate between people. Think about any creator or business owner you follow who has a strong community. They're not just sharing information, they're creating a space, they're building a culture, they're giving people a sense of identity and belonging. And the beautiful part, this model works whether you have a massive audience or you're just starting out. A small, engaged community of people who genuinely resonate with your message is infinitely more valuable than a huge audience of passive followers. So what skills do you actually need in this new world? It's not about learning the latest AI tool or mastering some technical skill that might be obsolete in 2 years. The skills that matter are the ones that have always mattered for humans. Communication, being able to express ideas clearly, being able to tell stories that resonate, being able to listen and understand what people actually need. Connection, being able to build genuine relationships, being able to create trust, being able to make people feel seen and heard. Vision, being able to see where things are going, being able to articulate a better future, being able to give people something to believe in and work toward. These are the meta skills that won't be replaced. These are the things that make you uniquely human and uniquely valuable. So here's where we are at. You have a choice to make. You can keep trying to compete with AI at what it does best, processing information, following patterns, executing tasks faster and faster, or you can lean into what makes you irreplaceable, your ability to connect with other humans, to create meaning, to build community, to lead people towards something bigger than themselves. One path leads to constant anxiety about being replaced. The other path leads to becoming more valuable as AI becomes more powerful. The ironic thing is that most people are choosing the first path because it feels safer. It feels like what they're supposed to do, but it's actually the riskier choice. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough: your life's work. Whatever that is for you doesn't have to be some grand world-changing mission. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as solving a problem you have personally dealt with and helping other people solve the same problem. It can be sharing an interest or passion you have and connecting with others who share it. It can be creating a space where people feel less alone in whatever they're going through. The internet and social media, these aren't separate from your real life. They are just channels. They are vessels to pursue and distribute your life's work, whatever that is. And they are available to anyone right now. When you start thinking about it this way, you're forced to learn the right skills, the skills that actually matter. Skills like storytelling, marketing in an authentic way, building genuine relationships, creating value for others. These aren't skills that AI can replace because they require human judgment, human empathy, human connection. In the tech world, there's a lot of talk about moats, like a castle surrounded by water that protects it from competitors. Everyone's trying to figure out what the moat is in the age of AI. Some people say it's the technology itself. Others say it's the data. Others say it's the user interface or the specific use case. But here's what most people are missing. The ultimate moat is you. Your unique combination of interests, experiences, values, and personality. Your vision for what you want to create in the world. You are the niche. everything you create that's filtered through your unique perspective. That's what can't be replicated by AI or anyone else. When you write to yourself, build for yourself, solve your own problems, and then share those solutions with others who have similar problems. That's how you create something that's genuinely future-proof. Everything else is just noise and distraction. So what's the actual path forward here? It's simpler than you might think. Start creating, start sharing your thoughts, your ideas, your experiences, start building in public, start connecting with people who resonate with what you're putting out there. You don't need permission, you don't need some perfect plan, you don't need to have it all figured out before you start. You just need to begin, put yourself out there, share what you're learning, talk about what you're interested in, solve problems that you're dealing with, and document the process. And as you do this, you'll naturally start to attract people who are dealing with similar problems or who are interested in similar things. That's your community starting to form. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, okay, this makes sense, but I don't know where to start, or I get the concept, but I need help actually building this. That's completely normal. Building a business around community, creating genuine value, connecting with an audience, these aren't things most people know how to do instinctively. They're skills you learn and develop over time. That's exactly why programs like the One Person Business Academy exist. It's a community designed specifically to help you start and grow a one-person business with educational resources, with other people who are on the same journey, with support and guidance as you figure this out. Because here's the thing, everything we've talked about in this video, all these ideas about community and connection and building something meaningful in the age of AI, you can't do that effectively in isolation. You need your own community to learn from and grow with. If you're ready to actually take action on this stuff, if you want to build something real instead of just watching videos about it, check out the One Person Business Academy. The link's in the description. It might be exactly what you need to finally move forward. Look, the world is changing fast. AI is going to keep getting better. Technology is going to keep advancing. Things that seem impossible today will be normal tomorrow. But through all of that change, one thing remains constant. Humans need other humans. We need connection, community, belonging, meaning. That's never going away. If anything, it's becoming more valuable as everything else becomes automated and commoditized. So don't waste your time being afraid of AI. Don't waste your energy trying to compete with machines at what they do best. Instead, double down on what makes you human. Build communities, create connection, lead people, share your vision. Do that and you will not only survive the age of AI, you will thrive in it. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you're serious about building a one-person business in this new world, I will see you inside the Academy.